there isn't much. And partially because the game is starting.
If Andy was playing in the first match, my opinion might be different, because I do not want to get on that guy's bad side. I'll say that.
Yeah, well, I'm already on his bad side, so nothing to lose here.
Well, we are underway, 13 seconds into the match. We're at midfield. Looks like Growl is going to try to get that past Javi Sweatpants. He's unsuccessful. It kicks into the corner of WTF, and Yeet is on the attack. South End gets that taken from him. This ball's heading towards their net. It's killed out of there by Skillful. Waka misses the touch. It's a race to the ball that looks like it was Growlithe won that battle. But he's not able to get it out of the zone. Now Waka trying to make it clear. South End stuffs him. It goes off the backboard. This is not. Oh, Growlithe. It's a good kick.
Oh, is that going in? It was, but Master King's there to make sure that keep our 0-0 scoreline here. And it's going to be cleared down the other end. That's on goal. Man. An extremely long, calculated shot there from Waka.
Yeah, gets the wall dunk on Javi Sweat Pantalones. It's right in the net. 1-0 in favor of WTF.
Yeah. It was their own back corner, and it was just, you know, somewhat unfortunate for Javi, I think, and well played by Waka. And there's another opportunity that's going to be sent long down the field by Skill. Javi demos Waka. Ball's free in the middle for, it was at South End, and it's some good offense being put together here by Yeet. I'd say they've had the much better offense this whole game, but, you know, the scoreboard says otherwise.
Javi again looked like to be going for demo. He misses. Mask King's able to control the ball out to midfield. Gets sent right back in on him, though, and now Skillful gets a touch. It goes a little slow, and Growlithe collects it, goes up, keeps it moving in the air, all the way down the field. Javi, own goal in that one.
Oops.
I think he's excited for a winning in 10:30 match as well.
Yeah, maybe you heard our casting.
Let's make it happen, guys.
Yeah, I don't know totally what he was planning to do there, but definitely unfortunate. It's the kind of thing you just have to put it behind you, move on, try to forget it happened, and keep playing your game.
Yeah, Growlithe was able to move that past everybody, but not fast enough. Javi able to get back and stop it on the wall. Gets that completely to the other end of the field. And now we're on the attack. Growlithe, only one man to beat.
Sneaks it in. Yeah, it's well done. Well done by Growlithe. Followed up his own pass. Banked on everyone whiffing, and whiff everyone did. And he was there to bury it in the back of the net. So we're up to a pretty decent sized lead here. Halfway through this game, 3-0 is definitely nothing to shake a fist at. There's a good opportunity from Javi. It's turned aside as well.
And really now Waka, bringing it on. Javi, it's a clear. You were saying?
Yeah, I was saying that I really think you can see the momentum shift here. You know, the first minute or two of the game, it was basically all down in the WTF end. Yeet was just putting up pretty constant pressure, and then they let that one long goal in, and now it's been basically the opposite ever since, as Gibb puts in his third goal of the game here. Off just a kind of defensive miscue there. South End's clear, didn't quite bounce off the corner the way he wanted, and Gibb was sure to capitalize on it. Bring them out to a 4-0 lead now. And they're definitely looking pretty secure in this one.
Yeah, it's been an impressive show so far. I gotta tell you, on these days when Gibb is on, I've not really seen him, like we saw on Tuesday, give it up. I gotta believe, from my own experience, that he's gonna keep this up in game 2 and possibly Game 3 if there is one. It seems to me like Game 1, while not over, is over. I think WTF has this one.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeet's gonna need some big plays here to get back in this. But I think even if they aren't able to pull out a win here, definitely just getting a goal or two in this last minute here would be plenty to kind of give them a little boost of confidence, shift the momentum back toward them or their side of the ball. Oh, there's a great redirect from Waka.
Wow. You're kidding me. The first assist out of 5 goals for WTF. And
pretty insane.
I don't even know if that should count as an assist. I understand, that it worked, but that is definitely a goal from Waka more than it's an assist for Growlithe. Great shot.
Yeah, I'd say so. But because that was an assist for Growlithe, that also means it's a cycle for Growlithe.
It is indeed, and I'm not going to diminish that anyway. Cycles will not be questioned.
Oh, here's a chance. Wow, what a save from Master King. Sort of threw himself, predicted where the shot was going to be, and threw himself out there.
Yeah, he's got a couple big stops in this game.
Wow. Another goal from basically the same spot Waka was in for the last one. Takes a nice shot, gets it right on the corner of his car, and gets a ton of power on it. Sneaks over one defender and under the other one, and into the back of the net.
6-0 is not what I expected.
Yeah, it's not what I expected either. I definitely kind of was predicting Javi to show up a little bit more. He hasn't been particularly making his presence known on the field compared to how he's been playing the rest of the season. So I think that's definitely a big factor. And on top of that, no one else on Yeet's really stepping up to fill those shoes. And then on the other end of the ball, we have Ghibli-Doo filling many more pairs of shoes than he actually needs, and that's gonna be the win for WTF on the back of Ghibli-Doo.
6-0. I really did not see that coming. I know I just said that, but I'm shocked. I really am.
I may not sound like that at all, but I'm also pretty shocked. I was expecting. Well, I predicted a Yeet win, so obviously I was expecting a Yeet win. But even if there wasn't going to be a Yeet win, I certainly did not see a 6-0 Yeet loss on the horizon.
Yeah, and the shot differential only 8-6. Much larger spread on the goal differential of 6-0. It's surprising. Lots of saves from WTF. Mass King was coming up huge.
I did.
Beginning, middle, and end of that game with some really big saves.
Yeah, I did mention that in the pregame. Their save leader, Fancy Pirates, sitting out for this game, so other players were going to have to step up, and step up they certainly did. As there were 5 saves between Master King and Growlithe, which was definitely impressive. And in case anyone missed it, we had Javi changing cars between games there, so maybe that was the problem. He switched from the Twin Mill to the Octane now. So maybe that's
inadvisable. Twin Mill's the best car in Rocket League.
Yeah, well, it's also I think brought our total Hot Wheels cars down to just 2 Twin Mills in the game. So think what you will about that. WTF the hype of the Hot Wheels cars has died off a bit, and immediately Javi's there with a nice little air flick over WTF, and definitely seems like he's much more prepared to use this car than he was for the Twin Mill, and maybe that'll be all it takes to swing the game back toward the Yeet side here. As a demo comes out, but not the most timely demo, as Javi just put himself exactly where the goalie was and saved the ball himself.
Yeah, that was looking to be a good opportunity. Everybody had kind of bunched up at one spot in the side of the field, and the ball got advanced by the one lone guy hanging back, and then just off his own teammate.
Yeah, it was probably it was a good idea by Javi, but not maybe the best communicated, and certainly not the best executed. But we have already seen more from Javi this game in the first minute than I think we saw from him last game in terms of, you know, typical Javi touches and big clears and all that. And there's a shot from Javi, but that's denied by Waka.
He sends that into the corner, but it's not out of the zone yet as Javi gets another touch, goes off the backboard. South End has a good opportunity.
There's another chance.
Javi cleans it up.
That's unfortunate from Gibb there. Do you think we're gonna see something like we saw in last day's matches, where Gibb kind of falls off a bit after game 1?
I don't, man. I that's the first time I've seen it happen. I don't think it's a predictor of future events. It's the exception that proves the rule.
Fair enough. Well, it's Yeet here on the ball around midfield. South End getting past 2 defenders.
I didn't think he had a good touch, but he's able to dribble it around for a perfect
4
pass.
defenders, and what a play by South End.
I thought for sure when he bunched up with his teammate trying to advance the ball that somebody had made a mistake, and South End just got all the way down the field, past a couple people, and set that up perfectly. Well done.
Yeah, it was past 1.33 entire WTF teams. As he got past 4 members there and left a beautiful pass in the middle of the field, which was just nicely cleaned up by Javi. That's Yeet coming out to a 2-0 lead now as they almost put another one in their own goal, but rolls to the corner instead. There's Javi getting bumped.
And it leaves South End to clean up the mess. It's an unobstructed shot. Lots of chaos ensuing, but nobody there to get in the way of the ball.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a bit of miscommunication and misreads by a couple of the players. So, yeah, it's definitely unfortunate, but we're already seeing a similar situation to what we saw in game 1 here, but it's Yeet with the 3-0 lead instead of WTF this time around.
Is a complete role reversal. South End now bringing this into the corner. Good save from Growlith. Master King now trying to advance it. Javi gets in his way. Waka there to back him up, keep moving though. Now South End trying to get it out of his team's zone. He gets stuffed by Growlith. Leaves it for Javi. Javi's able to get that one across midfield. And he's able to get the next touch? No, skill also missing. Let's Waka get the slow roller.
Yeah, it's almost another chance there from Waka. And speaking of chances for Waka, we have him leaving the ball for Master King. That made me sound pretty stupid, but it was a good play nonetheless, so can't complain there. But Javi's put it into the opposite corner here. Is he going to win the 50 with Master King? He sure is, and another 50 with Gibb is going to drop it right down in front of the goal for skill, but Waka's there for a big clear. And it's now some offensive chances here for WTF. They're definitely going to need to put one in here if they want to have a chance, I think, as they're coming up on a minute to go and they still haven't put one in the back of the net this game.
Yeah, now Waka trying to move it down the field. South End takes his touch, kicks it across. Javi trying to beat Growlith. It's stalled, kicks right up into the ceiling. Nobody's taking care of it yet. Now Skill advances it. Ooh.
It's interesting.
It's still back right where we've been.
Ball was basically bouncing straight vertically. It lost all, horizontal movement. So that's rare to see. But yeah, it's definitely looking like Yeet's game at this point. WTF just can't get anything going, and they're going to have to kind of, put this game behind them. I think get back into their game 1 mentality. Put a lot more goals back past Yeet. There's a chance. Oh, that's going to be just barely turned aside by South End, and another chance. South End says nope, and that's probably going to do it here. The ball drops final time, and Yeet is the winner of game 2. So we're going to game 3 in this first game of the night here.
We are indeed, and Man, I'm excited. You see 3 shots from WTF this time, quite a bit down from their last, but 2 of those in the last 10 seconds, I believe. It was, I think, 7 shots to 1 in that last minute till the very, very end. And really can't win a game that way.
No, that's not the best way to do it, but it could bode well for them going forward. As they were getting pressure toward the end of the last game, and that could mean that they'll have some good pressure coming into the next game. And that could definitely be all it takes. I definitely think a big factor in that one was Javi. Kind of, I guess switching his car really made a big difference, and he was able to step up a lot more. And we also should not go without mentioning Southend with a cycle.
Absolutely not. Well done, Southend.
So he was just involved on a lot of plays. He got both the saves for Yeet, both the assists. Just well played from Southend. And he had a goal to tack onto that as well. So that was just all around well done performance from Southend, and definitely him and Javi have proved a dangerous combo in that last game. And let's see if they can continue that going into this game as we kick off Game 3 of the first night of the last day of the regular season in the West here.
Mass King going up, lays that down. Walker's going to try to control it. He does. It's a good shot. That's going to drop. Oh, just a little high. Needs it for Growlithe.
Chance.
Everybody there.
What a save by
Everybody
Southend.
from Yeet.
Wow. That was definitely an impressive save. Just turned it up into the crossbar. Survived that initial onslaught. That can definitely be frustrating for WTF. And there's almost a goal off of another great pass from Southend. And it's now kind of just floating around in the WTF end here, and a shot turns into a pass, and Skill is there to bury it. Well done to Skill.
A nice shot from Skill, a nice play from Southend to get this between a couple defenders off the wall. They had no chance for it, and then the quick play, the last man back not able to adjust to. Great pass, good shot.
Yeah, and this is, again, like I said in pregame, and I made another mention of it in Game 1, Andy was the saves leader or the assist leader rather, for Yeet, and Southend's really stepped up to fill those shoes. As he's got, I think, 3 assists now in the last game and a couple minutes, and that's an unassisted goal from Javi.
Nah, Skill with the assist. He makes the great pass up off
That's
the corner
true.
and then draws both defenders off with his attempt to follow it.
That's true.
That should be an assist, if you ask me.
Yeah, it should be an assist. We'll give it to him. But yeah, it's definitely assists are a heavy part of the playstyle here for Yeet. It seems like they have a lot more assisted goals compared to unassisted. And is that going to drop in? Wow. It's just well done by Gibb.
Yeah, he's very aggressive and
Absolutely
gets a good
stuffed it.
touch. Lets Waka get the easy cleanup.
Yeah, he sort of just simultaneously pushed it into the bar and stuffed any attempts at a save and or clear, and it just dropped right in front of the goal, and that was a easy finish for Waka. So that's gonna bring this game back to a lot closer than I think either of the previous games have been.
Well, it's the first time that both teams scored in a single game.
Yeah.
Series.
Oh.
Had a couple shutouts so far.
Yeah, so this is definitely interesting. There's a nice shot from Southend. That's going to drop in, and already another cycle. Less than 2 minutes into the game here with a just beautiful top-of-the-wall aerial shot from Southend. All the way back from midfield, too.
Looked like Waka was trying to clear that and just sent it up the wall instead, and it's a hard shot to make. He made it look easy.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. And speaking of definitely not easy, there's a great pass from Waka, but that might sneak in. Not quite. Off the post. Just unlucky. Unlucky for Gibb there, I think, and it's immediately going the other way for Southend. But nothing's going to come of it, and it's right back on the other end. This game is definitely more like what I thought the series was going to be.
Yeah.
It's been a lot more back and forth, a lot more, pace changes, momentum changes. There's a nice shot. Wow. WTF has definitely had a lot of these shots just sort of materialize out of nowhere. And they're all great finishes like that one. Just catches it right on the bounce and power shot.
Certainly made the best of them.
Yeah, that they have, and that's gonna bring us to a 3-2 scoreline here. Yeet in the lead as just past the halfway mark in the game. Javi takes a random, completely pointless jump, and that's going to result in the ball ending up in the other net. That's going to be a goal for Master King here. That's sort of just some defensive miscues there, and an amazing angled aerial there from Master King. That was well done.
I got distracted in free cam. There's like some kind of crazy tunnel underneath the middle of this field. Is that the same for all fields? I'll find out soon, I guess. When we switch to a different field for our next match.
I now really want to go look, but I'm going to refrain from doing it because I need to maintain the professional and composed caster role in this pair.
Well, you have to back up like into and through one of the goals all the way to the back wall and drop down. You can see underneath the course, and there's like a weird tunnel that's just dug underneath.
So you can.
Yeah. It's odd.
Fortunately, I didn't miss anything. But I think we should really get back into the game instead of an irrelevant tunnel.
What are they doing in the tunnel?
Wow, that's going to drop in from Gib. I don't know.
Gib not in a tunnel. Going up high for that one. He's got tunnel vision. All he sees is the back of the net.
Sure does. That's his... I think that's his 5th goal of the series, his first goal of this game. And that's also going to make it so that everyone on WTF has put at least one in the back of the net this game. Which is, it's always good to see everyone on a team stepping up. It means it's pretty evenly balanced and all is well. And there's it's going to roll across the goal mouth there. No one there from Yeet to follow it up, and now Wacka's going to take it down the field and not going to make it. South End drops a good pass in the middle, but Gibbs says no thank you and puts it all the way back down to the other end.
1 minute left. No saves from WTF. I believe they led saves in both games. Even the one that they were shut out and lost. Surprised to see... I don't know, has the offense been less from Yeet, do you think? They've got plenty of shots, but...
Yeah, I think there have just been less, quality opportunities. In the last game they won. Oh, speaking of quality opportunities, there's a potential from Javi, but yeah, and in the game they won, they just had a lot of nice open goals, balls, slowly floating in front of the net. They were able to bury a lot of those. This game, WTF has definitely made it harder. They've been shutting down a lot of the passes from Yeet, and that's really, like I said, they have a pretty passing heavy and assist heavy play style, and that kind of got shut down this game for sure. And still a chance. That's going to go wide, and that's going to drop for the end of the series.
Wow.
So WTF giving us what we all wanted.
Pulling it out.
Yeah, that was certainly an exciting ending.